Fifth Harmony had 1.6 billion on-demand streams by 2016. They were labelled as one of the biggest girl groups by Billboard and the Time magazine. But here's the twisted reality. The fans who made Fifth Harmony also destroyed them. Their biggest supporters also became their worst enemies. This is the story of how toxic fandom turned love into hate, success into trauma, and ultimately destroyed one of the most successful girl groups in modern history. On July 27, 2012, 5 teenage girls were thrown together on The X Factor. Brooke was 19, the eldest and most experienced performer. Camila Cabello was just 15, with a distinctive voice that would later make her the most recognisable member. Normani Kordei was 16, a trained dancer since age 3, who brought both vocal and performance skills. Dinah Jane was 15, from a musical Polynesian family, singing since age 4. Lauren Jauregui was 16, with a soulful voice who would later become known for political activism. They had all auditioned as solo artists and failed to advance. But when judges Simon Cowell, Demi Lovato, and Britney Spears brought them back as a group, something magical happened. The name Fifth Harmony was chosen through a public fan vote. This early fan involvement would set a dangerous precedent, fans feeling entitled to control and influence the group's decisions. They finished third on The X Factor, but their fan base was already forming. These fans called themselves harmonizers, and they were unlike anything the music industry had seen before. Simon Cowell himself acknowledged their power. "It's the fans who've made this happen. They've made it their campaign to get the girls successful." On January 17, 2013, the group signed to Simon Cowell's Psycho Music and Epic Records. Their debut EP, Better Together, debuted at number 6 on the Billboard 200 in October 2013. The lead single, Miss Movin' On, peaked at number 76 on the Hot 100, making them the first X Factor USA alumni to chart. This early success was driven entirely by fan dedication, but the fans' love came with strings attached. From day one, the group maintained intimate social media presence, with each member actively posting on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. This authenticity made fans feel like they personally knew the group members, but it also created dangerous parasocial relationships where fans felt entitled to every detail of their lives. Camila was particularly active on Tumblr, sharing personal thoughts and artwork. Lauren also maintained an active Tumblr presence. Fans began obsessively analysing every post for hidden meanings. This level of surveillance would later prove to be psychologically devastating. In early 2015, Fifth Harmony released their debut album, Reflection. The album debuted at number 5 on the Billboard 200. The hit single, Worth It, reached number 12, becoming the first single from a girl group to break the top 20 since the Pussycat Dolls in 2009. But success came with a disturbing price. The group's image shifted from teen-friendly to heavily sexualized. Camila was barely 18 when she was working on songs like Worth It. Brooke, known for her religious beliefs, reportedly had to compromise her values and refused to sing certain lines. When she approached a male label executive for help with group problems, he handed her a thong instead of offering support. Quick pause. More than 90% of you guys have not subscribed to the channel, and I would really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button. It motivates me to keep making these videos. Now let's get back to the video. By 2016, Fifth Harmony had reached their commercial peak with the album 727. The lead single, Work From Home, became their biggest hit, peaking at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. It was the first top 5 single by a girl group in 10 years. Time magazine called them arguably the biggest girl group in the world. But beneath this unprecedented success, toxic fan culture was metastasizing. The most destructive element was shipping. Fans creating romantic narratives between group members. The biggest ship was Camren, pairing Camila Cabello and Lauren Jauregui. Initially, the girls seemed amused, saying fans could do whatever makes their boat float, but tolerance turned to terror as shipping became obsession. Fans expected Camila and Lauren to interact in ways that supported their romantic fantasies. Any deviation was met with criticism or theories about management interference. Lauren became increasingly vocal about her discomfort, often arguing with fans on Twitter. The shipping created an impossible situation where natural friendship dynamics were overshadowed by fan surveillance and demands. These were teenagers having their personal relationships scrutinized and controlled by millions of strangers. But the shipping culture was nothing compared to the racist terrorism that was about to unfold. In August 2016, Normani Kordei faced a vicious racist attack from fans. The harassment included death threats, messages with racial slurs and pictures of lynchings. Fans even posted photoshopped images of her being lynched. And obviously I'm not going to show any of those posts here. The abuse was so severe that Normani left Twitter. In an open letter she wrote, "I've been racially cyberbullied with tweets and pictures so horrific and racially charged that I can't subject myself any longer to the hate. Here's where the betrayal becomes even more devastating. Much of this racist abuse came from Camila Cabello's individual fan base, known as Camelizers, all because Normani hesitated a bit before answering an interview question.
And then Camila, she is, let's see, Camila, very quirky. Yeah, very quirky, cute.
It took Camila days to address the harassment. Her eventual response was brief. "You don't have to hate on somebody else to support me. I don't appreciate it, and it's not what I'm about." Normani later revealed that this delayed response made her feel second to the relationship that she had with her fans. The psychological impact on Normani was devastating. She revealed, "You think, why am I the least followed in the group? Even if you don't recognize that you're paying close attention to it, it takes a toll on your confidence." During recording sessions, she said she often found herself marginalized. "So many sessions, I would cry like I've never cried before." The fan hierarchy wasn't just cruel, it was racist. But the ultimate betrayal was still to come. In December 2019, Camila Cabello's own racist social media history was exposed. Screenshots from her Tumblr revealed multiple uses of racial slurs and racist memes. Most devastatingly, leaked messages allegedly showed Camila calling Normani the N-word. The woman whose fans had racially terrorized Normani had been using racist language herself. Normani's response revealed the depth of betrayal. She said, "It was devastating that this came from a place that was supposed to be a safe haven and a sisterhood." Meanwhile, the group was fracturing under other pressures. The members had minimal creative control for most of their career. They were subject to a system where producers made all decisions about vocal arrangements. Brooke later described the painful experience of practicing extensively, only to discover weeks later that she wasn't featured on songs. Camila was clearly being positioned as the breakout star, receiving more solo opportunities and media attention. Her collaboration with Machine Gun Kelly on Bad Things reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. But her group mates reportedly weren't consulted about these projects. The fan wars were becoming brutal. Stan wars created hostile competition between different member fandoms. Camila's individual fans defended her solo pursuits, while other fans felt she was being disloyal. The constant comparisons and conflicts created a toxic environment where every group interaction was analysed for signs of drama. The point of no return came in December 2016. Fifth Harmony announced Camila's departure in a statement that immediately created controversy. The statement emphasised, "We have been informed via her representatives that Camila has decided to leave Fifth Harmony." Camila disputed this, saying she was shocked and that the girls were very aware of her feelings through long conversations during the tour. This public disagreement triggered the most toxic fan war in modern pop history. Harmonizers split into factions, engaging in years of bitter conflict. The toxicity reached its peak at the 2017 MTV VMAs, when Fifth Harmony performed a choreographed slight against Camila. They began as a 5-piece with a stand-in fifth member, who was then dramatically thrown backward off the stage. Camila later admitted the stunt definitely hurt her feelings. The remaining 4 continued as a quartet, gaining more creative control on their 2017 self-titled album. But they were never able to recover the commercial momentum they had achieved as a 5-piece. On March 19, 2018, Fifth Harmony announced their indefinite hiatus. The statement read, "After 6 years going hard, non-stop, we need to take time to pursue solo endeavours." But the real story was only beginning to emerge. Years later, the members started revealing the psychological damage. In May 2021, Brooke revealed shocking details about their experience.
"I hate saying this. You know, my time in Fifth Harmony, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't love it. Again, I'm so proud to have been there. I'm so thankful for Fifth Harmony. Of course, we had hits, you know, we had such anthems and great songs. But having my own show calls for me to just be real, you know, and open with you guys. And I know I'm safe with y'all. And I want to be as respectful as possible to myself as well."
She described it as traumatizing and a fight for their lives to see who would get vocal parts. Camila Cabello opened up about her battle with anxiety and OCD. She described experiencing constant, unwavering, relentless anxiety that made day-to-day life painfully hard. In 2024, she reflected, "I think conflict resolution is really important, especially when it comes to a group. Those are skills you don't have when you're 16 years old." Lauren Jauregui provided perhaps the most nuanced take on their toxic fan base. She acknowledged, "While yes, there are toxic behaviours we could all do without about stan culture, I'm very grateful for the people who show up for art and people's dreams. The broader implications are staggering. Fifth Harmony's story reveals how digital technology fundamentally altered celebrity-fan relationships in destructive ways. Social media created unprecedented intimacy that fostered unhealthy parasocial relationships. Every post and interaction was scrutinized for hidden meanings, making normal human behavior impossible. The racist harassment of Normani demonstrates how existing societal racism becomes amplified and weaponized within fan communities. The shipping culture violated basic boundaries and human dignity, treating real relationships as entertainment. The Stan Wars created hostile environments where supporting one artist meant attacking others. The music industry failed to protect young artists from psychological damage, prioritizing commercial success over human welfare. Most tragically, success that should have been a source of joy became associated with trauma and pain. The entertainment industry must learn from Fifth Harmony's destruction. Young artists need protection from toxic fan behavior, not exploitation of it. Record labels must address harassment and racism directed at their artists. Social media platforms need better protection for public figures, especially young women and people of color. Fan communities must develop ethical standards and accountability mechanisms. Artists need support in managing parasocial relationships and maintaining healthy boundaries. Recent reports suggest the 4 remaining members are in talks to reunite, but notably without Camila. The fact that true reconciliation may never happen demonstrates the lasting damage of toxic fandom. Fifth Harmony proved that girl groups could achieve unprecedented success in the modern music landscape. They broke records and inspired a generation. But their story also serves as a warning about the destructive potential of unchecked fan culture. The cost of ignoring these lessons isn't just commercial failure, it's human suffering. Talented young people whose lives and careers are derailed by systems that prioritize engagement over well-being. In the end, toxic fandom didn't just contribute to Fifth Harmony's dissolution. It robbed 5 talented young women of what should have been the most exciting period of their lives. It transformed success into trauma and collaboration into conflict. Their story stands as a powerful reminder that the entertainment industry and fan communities must do better. We must protect the artists who bring joy and meaning to millions of lives around the world. Because when we destroy what we claim to love, everyone loses. Well, I hope you liked this breakdown. Looking through the old Twitter threads and deleted Tumblr posts were interesting to say the least. If you liked the video, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It really motivates me to keep making more videos. Thank you. And while you are here, you might enjoy watching the video on your screen right now.